Hi everyone. This week's instructions for November 16th through the 20th. A couple of things I want to point out to you. First of all, today I want you, this is where the video is going to be linked here. This is the video you're watching now. Today I want you to finish up the mastery test from last week on time and cause of death. This is going to be kind of a busy week, everybody, because we are finishing up before Thanksgiving. So I want you guys to wrap up the next tutorial and the mastery test before we go on Thanksgiving. And if you don't get it done, then get it done over Thanksgiving. Also, I'd like to point out next week is Thanksgiving. It's a great time to get totally caught up. And so we got lots going on this week. If you can't get it done, you got all of Thanksgiving. You've got like 16 days before I start um, the next unit. So you got 16 days to do all this. So you should have plenty of time. If you are behind, if you're one of my students that has not gotten caught up, you need to take advantage of this holiday break because when we come back, we only have a few weeks and then we're finished with the semester. So please, please, please stay caught up. All right. The first thing we're going to do, of course, is this mastery test from last week, the time and cause of death. Please make sure you've completed everything from last week, including the notes that you're going to see down here in a minute, why that's important. This week we're going to start a whole new tutorial on ballistics and tool marks. This is talking about how things like crowbars or pliers or something can leave telltale marks at a crime scene that you can use to identify perhaps the victim. I'm sorry, perhaps the perpetrator, the suspect. In addition to that, we're going to spend some time talking about the ballistics of a gun and how we can look at the ballistics of certain things to the bullet, the casing, the gun itself, even the wall or the floor or whatever the bullet was shot into to help us identify the gun and the person shooting the gun. Make sure you pull down these notes, print them out. What I'd like for you to do is actually go through the tutorial one time without watching my video, pulling down all the notes, writing down all the notes, getting your notes ready. Then you can go through the tutorial with my notes in hand and, maybe make a few more notes and pay attention and really kind of get this stuck into your head. So you really need to go through it at least twice. There's a couple of videos here that I really want you to watch. The first one's called Collecting and Comparing Tool Marks. That's like the first half of the tutorial. And the second half of the tutorial is on ballistic identification technology. And it talks a lot about how a bullet, marks get put onto a bullet and then how we put it into a national identification database. Now, then that leads us to Friday, in which you have to take the ballistics test, and then that's it. But, and I kind of went easy on you this week on stuff to do because it's time to hand in our first notebook check. And these are the 6 tutorials that we've done since the beginning of the 9 weeks. And I want to see all these as a grade, or I want to see all these so I can give you a grade in your notebook. And this is going to be a pretty big grade. So make sure that they're done. And they go into Schoology. And I don't know why I have that linked because the link won't go to Schoology, but they go into Schoology. Um, what the heck, man? I don't know. I don't know why it's still saying there's a link. But anyway, so make sure that you go into Schoology, go into this month, and look for the link. If it's not there, it'll be there shortly. Take pictures of all of these and um, submit all of them into that spot in Schoology so I can give you full credit. If I don't see them all there, I'm not going to give you full credit. And then, of course, next week is the break. So when we come back from break, we're going to have about 2 weeks of school, and then it's time to get ready for our final exam, and then it's time for Christmas. Over here on the right is our 2 websites that I think you might find interesting. This one's actually very short. It just talks about, again, the ballistics and the tool marks. But this one is something to read because it's a career to be a ballistics expert. And I don't know about you guys, but I'd love that. I think that would be like the greatest thing ever. So it's a quick look at those careers. Um, Pretty short week this week in terms of my part. You don't have a lot to do if your notebook is caught up. If your notebook's not caught up, then you got a lot to do. Okay. And remember, going into the holidays, um, you've got time to get caught up. Please take advantage of that. This class is not tough, and if you make it tough, it's only because you're dragging your feet. So quit dragging your feet and get to work, and I will see you guys after the holidays. Oh, you know what? Hey, whoa, stop. Don't say thank you yet. Don't forget that you can Zoom with me. I Zoom every day this week except Tuesday. Tuesday, I'm actually going to be talking to the forensics tech team at Okeechobee County Sheriff's Department. I'm going to go there. I'm going to videotape it. I'm hoping that you guys are going to send me some questions that I can ask them, and if you do, I promised you I'd give you some extra credit. It's going to be pretty good extra credit. So shoot me a question, and if I like it, if I use it, then I will bump up your grade a little bit. And hopefully, I'm going to have that video to you guys next week. Depends on how long it takes me to edit it, and produce it. So, something to look forward to. But I will be there on Tuesday, and I won't be in a tutorial room. So no Zoom on Tuesday. But the rest of this week, you can Zoom with me. Of course, you can Zoom with me, or text me, or call me, or email me just about any time you want, even over the break, if you think I can help you out. Don't hesitate to shoot me an email and say, "Hey, Mr. Thomas, I know it's holidays, but I sure could. I sure would like it if you'd unlock that mastery test for me. I'd like to take another shot at it." I'm going to be camping up in South Carolina, but I think I got enough internet that I can check my emails every once in a while. So we're going to give that a shot. All right. So now I think I'm done with you guys. Go get to work. Bye bye.